everyone. I'm Priyanka Shinde, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Berlin College, Visa. Please be seated on your chair. I take privilege of comparing this national conference, Department of Physics, Berlin College, Vita, in collaboration with IPSC of Berlin College, Vita, SGM College, Karad, and MBSK Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Karegaon, organized national conference on recent advances in fabrication technology of nanomaterials. I welcome all the very great personalities present over here on behalf of Department of Physics, Berlin College, Vita. At the very first, I feel great privilege to welcome chief guest of this inauguration function, Honorable Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpure, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. For this function, we have a very eminent and dynamic resource person, Professor Dr. D.P. Dubal, Queensland University of Technology, School of Chemistry and Physics, Queensland, Australia. I welcome you, sir. I feel great honor to welcome very enthusiastic resource person, Professor Dr. P.J. Shinde, Coordinator of PG, Department of Physics, KRP Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Istanbul. I take an opportunity to welcome very admirable resource person, Dr. A.D. Jagdale, DSP, Inspire Faculty, Center for Energy Storage and Conservation, Sastra, Deemed University, Tanjore, Tamil Nadu. I feel great honor to welcome chairpersons of invited talks, Professor Dr. J.B. Thoda, Head Department of Physics, SGM College, Karad, Dr. U.K. Mohite, Head Department of Physics, MBSK Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Karegaon, Dr. Pisa Madam, HM College, Karad. I feel great privilege to welcome Honorable Principal of our college and President of this function, Dr. R.S. Morrison. For this function, we have a galaxy of intellectuals, of resource persons, chairpersons. I welcome all these dignitaries and delegates of various colleges, respected teachers, resource scholars, students, and my dear colleagues. I welcome you all. Let us begin this inauguration function by tribute to Honorable Founder of Rayat Shikshan Sanstha, Dr. Karmavir Bhaurao Patil and Lakshmi Bai Patil. Now, I would like to request honorable dignitaries on the dais to worship Dr. Karmavir Bhaurao Patil and Red Mauli Lakshmi Patil. All the dignitaries on the dais worshipping Dr. Karmavir Bhaurao Patil and Red Mauli Lakshmi Patil. I request all the dignitaries to kindly be seated on chairs. Thank you all. Now, I would like to request Professor Dr. C.R. Bovde, coordinator of this conference, to please give introduction of guests.
Very good morning one and all. Respected Principal, Honorable Dr. R.S. Morrison, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I take this opportunity to welcome you all for the National Conference on Recent Advances in Fabrication Technology of Nanomaterials, organized by Department of Physics, College Vita, in collaboration with Department of Physics, SGM College Karar, and MBSK, with whom we have functional memorandum of understanding. Friends, I feel myself very privileged to share with you that Balwan College Vita, working under umbrella of Red Shikshan Sanstha, is one of the leading colleges of Sangli district, affiliated to Shivaji University. The college runs nearly 40 UG and UG, PG and professional programs in humanities, science and technology, commerce and management. Speaking about science stream, we have MSc programs in physics, chemistry, industrial, analytical, organic, inorganic, zoology, microbiology and statistics. In addition to this, we have research recognized laboratories in botany, chemistry and zoology. Over the years, our college has received funding from UGC, RUSA, DST, FIS, etc., which has helped us to achieve quality benchmarks in the field of higher education. Due to this, we have ISO 9001-2015 certification to our credit. The college has received A grade from NAC, Bangalore, with CGPA of 3.11, and in a period of 1 month or so, we are ready to face the fourth cycle of NAC for re-accreditation under the able and dynamic leadership of Honorable Principal Dr. R.S. Morrison, who himself is an ideal teacher, a good researcher, and a resource and a source of motivation to students and staff of Balwan College Vita. In the recent past, Dr. Morrison has received many awards to his credit, such as Best Teacher Award, Award for Global Excellence given by Lokmat, Maharashtra, etc. I am here to introduce our dignitaries who will be inspiring and enlightening our students and researchers in the due course of this conference. Friends, we have with us Honorable Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpure, the head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, as the chief guest of this inaugural function. Professor Rajpure has constantly placed Shivaji University on the world stage through his research work, skillful guidance. He is an excellent teacher in the subject of physics, an efficient administrator, and a well-known role model for many research scholars, research mentors, and researchers. Sir has sporting personality apart from research and administration. Also, Sir's wealth of reading and writing is immense today. He was awarded with Brand Kolhapur Award in the year 2021 and recently placed third. Recently, he was placed among the top 2% of scientists list in the world published by Stanford University, United States for third consecutive time. Currently, Professor Dr. Rajpure is working as a professor and head Department of Physics at Shivaji University, Kolhapur since 2020. From 1999 onwards, he has been engaged in teaching at PG level at the Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. He was instrumental in establishing various facilities at the university, such as PIFC, CFC, SAIF. Besides this, he has 23 years of research experience on different materials which are useful in various fields of science and technology, like TCO materials, solar cells, gas sensors, powder catalysis, memory stirrers, etc. He has guided 17 students for their PhD degree, two MPhil students, or two students for MPhil degree, and 7 students are working under his able guidance for doctoral degree. Till now, he has published 209 research articles in reputed international journals and acquired citations of about 10,000. His H index is 60 and I10 index is 173. He participated in more than 50 national and international conferences. He has published 5 books and filed 2 patents. He completed 5 research projects worth 86 lakhs funded by various funding agencies. He is actively working as a PhD referee for various universities. He has done ample work on various methods like spray pyrolysis, hydrothermal soldier, etc. He has 28 years of experience in thin film materials research. So we have such an eminent personality in front of us as a chief guest. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of Bardwan College and all the delegates. I will briefly introduce other guests who will be resource persons in the sessions to come. One amongst them is Professor Dr. Deepak Duval. He is currently working as professor at Queensland University of Technology, Australia. He is a prolific, well-cited, and multiple fellowship writing scientist. He has achieved many landmarks throughout his research career. He has worked with Nobel laureates and he has got Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship. He was a Marie Curie Fellow, and he has the citations of about 16,400, and his H index is 67 and I10 index is 174. I warmly welcome you, sir. I would also like to welcome Professor Dr. T. J. Sinde, working as PG coordinator, Department of Physics, KRP and Nanomaterials, Islampur. Though sir is working as teacher in physics for last 32 years in affiliated colleges of Shivaji University, he has developed himself into an outstanding researcher through his hard work and devotion in physics. He is among the top 2% of scientists recognized all over by Stanford University rankings, USA. He has published over 98 articles in various national and international journals. He was BOS member of Shivaji University, Kolhapur, IAPT member, and he has worked on various committees of Shivaji University. I heartily welcome you, sir. Another resource person who will be in online mode with us in the third session will be Dr. Ajay Jattare from Sastra, Tamil Nadu. He is also a great researcher and he will be introduced during his session at length. So I also take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Jattare, sir. We also have on the dais Honorable Professor Dr. J.B. Thorat, Head Department of Physics, and Honorable Dr. U.K. Mohite, sir, Head Department of Physics at MBST College, Karegaon. Both of these are my mentors, my friends, and we are collaborators. We are conducting this event in collaboration with each other. I welcome you, sir. Welcome both of you for mentoring us from time to time. We also have some other dignitaries in the name of Dr. Pisar Madam, Dr. Gorke, and Dr. Sachin Pawar. So I welcome all these dignitaries. With this brief introduction, I once again welcome you all, and all the dignitaries, resource persons, chairmen of sessions, students, researchers, and different researchers of different colleges. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Honorable Principal Dr. R.S. More, sir, to felicitate Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpure, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Nature of felicitation is shawl, bouquet, book, and trophy. Our honorable principal, Dr. R.S. Morel, sir, K.Y. Rajpuri. Thank you. Now, I would like to request Honorable Principal Dr. R.S. Morris sir to felicitate Professor Dr. D.P. Dubal, Queensland University of Technology, School of Chemistry and Physics, Queensland, Australia. Nature of felicitation: shawl, bouquet, book, and trophy. Our Honorable Principal felicitate Professor Dr. D.P. Dubal. Now, I would like to request Honorable Principal Dr. R.S. Morris sir to felicitate Professor Dr. T.J. Shinde, Coordinator of PG Department of Physics, KRP Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Islampur. Nature of felicitation is shawl, bouquet, book, and trophies. Our Honorable Principal felicitates Professor Dr. Now, I would like to request Professor Dr. C.R. Bobre sir to felicitate Professor Dr. J.B. Thora, Head Department of Physics, SGM College, Karad. Professor Dr. C.R. Bobre sir is felicitating Professor Dr. J.B. Thora sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. V.S. Raut ma'am to felicitate Dr. U.K. Mohite, Head Department of Physics, MBSK Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Kadegaon. Dr. V.S. Raut ma'am is felicitating Dr. U.K. Mohite. Now, I would like to request Dr. V.S. Raut ma'am to felicitate Dr. Pisa ma'am, SGM College, Karad. Dr. V.S. Raut ma'am felicitating Dr. Pisa ma'am. Now, I would like to request Honorable Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpuri, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, to felicitate Professor Dr. C.R. Bobre, coordinator of this conference and Head Department of Physics, for selection as a BOS Physics member of Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Honorable Professor K.Y. Rajpuri sir is felicitating Professor Dr. C.R. Bobre. Now, I would like to request Honorable Principal Dr. I.S. Morris sir to felicitate Organizing Secretary Mr. B.B. Patil sir for achieving second position in Avishkar Research Convention 2022 for PG level held by Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Now, I would like to request Honorable Principal Dr. R.S. Morris sir to felicitate Mr. Netaji Patil sir for achieving second position in Avishkar Research Convention 2022 for PG level by Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Now, I would like to request Professor Dr. C.R. Bopre sir to felicitate Honorable Principal of our college, Dr. R.S. Morris sir. Professor Dr. C.R. Bopre sir. Please be seated. I am very happy to announce that for this national conference, we released a book entitled Recent Advances in Fabrication Technology of Nanomaterials. Now, we are turning towards the grand opening ceremony of ISBN numbered book publication. I kindly request all the dignitaries on the dais to release the book for publication with auspicious hands. Honorable Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpuri sir. Please give a big round of applause. Thank you all. Now I would like to invite Mr. B.B. Patil sir, Organizing Secretary of National Conference, to introduce theme of conference.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I welcome to all the present delegates here in Burman College, Beta. Chief guest of the today's inauguration function, Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpuri sir, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Then, President of today's inauguration function, Principal Dr. R.S. Morris sir, Principal Burman College, Beta. My research guide, Professor Dr. T.J. Shinde sir, then invited speaker, Professor Dr. D.P. Dubal sir, and all other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I am standing in front of you to express the theme of today's conference. Father of nanotechnology, Richard Feynman said about the nanotechnology, there is a plenty of room at the bottom. That means what? Richard Feynman said that there is a plenty of room at the bottom. That means the material which is synthesized at the at in its nano size gives a big applications and tremendous amount of changing properties at their nano size level. As a researcher, we know about the nanomaterials are how efficient materials to in day-to-day life applications. Material scientists and other researchers also know about there are lots of methods like as the physical methods and chemical methods are utilized to fabricate the nanomaterials. Like as the physical methods, evaporation techniques and sputtering methods are used to fabricate the nanomaterials, and that evaporated and sputtering methods gives a nanomaterial, synthesize a nanomaterial at their extremely pure, fine and good stabilizing materials. But there are lots of problems regarding to that physical methods. So researchers invented a lots of chemical methods like the chemical bath deposition, Cellar method, hydrothermal method, and other chemical techniques to synthesize and fabricate the nanomaterials. Day-to-day life, we observe lots of benefits of nanomaterials. Our industry, computer industries, and technological industries are completely run on such a nanomaterials. Our motto behind the organizing such a conference, that is recent advances in fabrication technology of nanomaterials, is to gather all the researchers under the one roof and share their knowledges in between us. Hope you enjoying this conference and environment of Balwant College Beta and delicious food. Thank you very much to give me opportunity to express the theme of conference. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's turn of chief guest address. I would like to request Honorable Professor Dr. K.Y. Rajpure sir, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, for chief guest address.
Dignitaries on the dais of the dais, organizing committee members of the conference, recent advances in fabrication technology of nanomaterials, RAF-TN 2022. The President, respected Principal Dr. R.S. Morris, sir, then distinguished speakers, Dr. D.P. Dubal, Dr. T.J. Sinde, Dr. A.D. Jagdale, then my teachers who are present on the dais, respected Professor J.B. Thorat sir, Kisal madam is there, Moite sir, and importantly the coordinator, my teacher, Professor Dr. C.R. Bobde sir, Bajrang Patil, my student, Dr. V.S. Rao also is my student, P.S. Sinde, who is anchoring, C also is student, and U.K. Moite sir and all other teachers, particularly Godke sir and Sachin Pawar. My relatives also I can see Mr. and Mrs. Sitole, and all my dear participant friends. First of all, let me take this opportunity to thank organizers to choose me as a chief guest for this inauguration function of this conference. To be honest, I never deny the invitation from my alma mater because I am product of Red Shikshan. Because in the introduction, this I did not mention that I belong to Red Shikshan Samstha. I have completed my education from Science College, Lonan, where these people were my teachers. Thorat sir, Bobde sir, Shinde sir. So I am product of Red Shikshan Samstha, and I am very happy and I am honored to be here to inaugurate this function. Of course, I am not a celebrity, I am not a scientist. Of course, I am top cited researcher, But to be honest, I would like to tell that I am very sincere teacher. I am very proud to say, because most of the teachers of Shivaji University and most of the students who are working abroad, they are my students. So that way, I am very proud and successful teacher. As the conference is related to recent advances in fabrication technology of nanomaterials, I should spare some time to talk about the research and what are current inventions and current trends in research. We know there is a research in almost all fields of science and technology. And our progress of mankind and country and all other countries is due to the extensive research, the sincere high quality research that is being undertaken in all these fields. But what I personally feel, the research should not be considered as a part of academic interest or the part of luxury making things, but it should be considered as the tool for creation of a knowledge, generation of a knowledge. Very purpose of education system is to generate knowledge, and to generate knowledge, one should know what existing knowledge is, and that will lead to creation of a knowledge. So I personally feel that research should be considered as a tool for generation of a knowledge. This is one thing. Certainly, research means it should not be taken as a invention. Means research should not lead to invention, but the honest research will certainly lead to invention. And research should be the process which is connected to the knowledge generation. Now, who will do this research? Who are doing this research, and who should do this research? You young people should do research. Why? Because new education policy, they have made the research component as a compulsory component in your curriculum. Therefore, the policymaker have thought that these are the people who should handle the research, who should do the research, and who should learn by doing research. So that way, the research is very important, and cultivating the young minds, nurturing the young people is very difficult task, it's very challenging task, because we know, your principal sir also will agree with me, the fact that the admission to BSc Part 1 have been tremendously reduced, and it is the case all over university, not only in Maharashtra, but in other states also. The important reason for this is people are not choosing basic science as their study of subject due to the reason that they are behind earning fast money. They want to become rich as early as possible. But simultaneously, what I personally feel, while becoming rich, you should be knowledgeable. And this knowledge generation process is a continuous process, and it is continuously on. Information converts into knowledge, knowledge converts into information, and that is the cycle. And the important, what you can say, stakeholder or important person in this knowledge generation process is a teacher. It is said that a teacher is a torch. शिक्षक हा ज्ञान आणि संस्कृती एका पिढीकडून दुसऱ्या पिढीकडे जाणारी मशाल असते असं मराठीतून म्हटलं जातं. And that is very important, and really it is true. So all teachers who are present on the dais, off the dais, who are listening in the online mode, I appeal all them that you should be so instrumental in developing your student that you should not create copycats, but you should create think tanks. You should not create copycats, but you should develop the think tank. The student, they should not be like, one should not give the knowledge or one should not give the information to the student like the spoon feeding. The students are supposed to be knowledge thirsty. So what we do for the 30%, we take to the 30% to the water reservoir. He has to drink the water, is it not? So we should not feed water to the 30%, but we should make them drink that water. So similar is the case for the knowledge. We should not give the knowledge as a spoon, like the spoon. We should make them learn. So this is the responsibility of the teacher. And as I told, the teacher should be a torch which carries knowledge and from one generation to other generation. So that the creativity and the curiosity will be sustained in the student, and it is the role of the teacher that decides the curiosity and the innovative thinking in the students. So good teacher should be like that. He should cultivate moral values and social values in the student. विनोबांनी विद्यार्थी, शिक्षक, ज्ञान आणि समाज याच्याविषयी एक चांगली गोष्ट म्हटली आहे. काय म्हणतात विनोबा? शिक्षक हा विद्यार्थीनिष्ठ असावा, विद्यार्थी हा ज्ञाननिष्ठ असावा, ज्ञान हे समाजनिष्ठ असावं आणि समाज हा समतानिष्ठ असावा. म्हणजे हे जे ज्ञान निर्मितीची प्रोसेस जी आहे ती समाजापर्यंत असावी आणि तो समाज समानतेवर असावा. तो विनोबांनी किती चांगल्या भाषेमध्ये चांगल्या एकाच वाक्यात सांगितलेलं आहे. मी परत सांगतो, शिक्षक हा विद्यार्थीनिष्ठ असावा, विद्यार्थी हा ज्ञाननिष्ठ असावा, ज्ञान हे समाजनिष्ठ असावं आणि समाज हा समतानिष्ठ असावा. So while doing research, what one should do is you should practice. You should not forget ethics of the research. You should not copy the research done by others. Your research should be innovative research. It should be, your contribution should be new contribution. For every student who had under my guidance, I comply them, make compulsion to them that they should have their own contribution so far as any paper is concerned, so far as any thesis is concerned, any chapter of the thesis is concerned. Of course, the plagiarism software will tell you where you copied the material, but even then, you see, we do a research as a academic part, our academic intention. But while doing this, one should be part of the knowledge generation process. That is my urge to my every student, not only PhD, to MSc student as well. Otherwise, मराठीतून असं म्हटलं जातं सर, तुम्ही अनैतिकतेनं मिळवलेल्या डिग्र्या, मग ते पेपर असतील किंवा डिग्र्या, ह्या रस्त्यावरची फुलं असतात की ती तुम्हाला हसूही देत नाही आणि रडूही देत. त्यामुळं तुम्ही जो रिसर्च करताय तो कसा असायला पाहिजे ह्या एका वाक्यात तुमचं लक्षात आलं. अनैतिकतेतून मिळवलेला पैसा असेल, डिग्री असेल, पदवी असेल, पद प्रतिष्ठा असेल, ते प्रेतावरचे फुलं असतात. ती तर फुलं असतात पण ती तुम्ही घेऊ शकता. त्यामुळं तुम्ही कशी डिग्री मिळवायची, हाऊ यू नीड टू get degree or how you need to do research is in your hand. I personally feel that the teacher-student relation should be a relation of a parent and his child. Because for a parent, child is always child. Till the end, he is a child. For teacher also, every student to whom he has trained, to whom he has taught, is always teacher. His achievement, success are the success of the teachers. But what happens recently, we see that the teachers, they ignore student, or the student who have got achievement, they ignore the teachers. This should not be the case. Or I cannot exactly say they ignore, but they don't remember their teachers. Recently, as far as research in material science is concerned, it is a great success of our university or many universities in India. Overseas also, if you see, the research in physics is research in material science. But what I personally feel, though I do research in material science, I should make my student to do the research in physics. Material science is an interdisciplinary subject. It is not a subject of physics. It is a subject of engineering, chemistry, biology, nanotechnology, physics. But the research in physics has, what you can say, we have thrown it away. So many students, they should undertake the research in the physics, I personally feel. During introduction, it was mentioned that I was listed in the global ranked scientist. We never applied for this list. We never applied for to the Stanford University. We don't ask them to put our names in the list which they have published. But let me make clear few things as far as that list is concerned, because I have few things to talk about this. Since last 24 years, we are doing research. Our research is being put on the website and the journal homepages. The citations received to the papers, they also are put on the website and on the database. And there are many databases who are taking care of these numbers. And ultimately, you can find the database like Scopus, Google Scholars, and so many are there. And people think that if you have many number of publications, then you are a great scientist. Few other people say that I have more citations than you, though my papers are less, I am great. So this greatness was figured out in terms of numbers by defining a compound citation index by the people in this Stanford University. What they did, they thought of number of publications, number of citations, number of single author paper, number of what you can say, number of authors in the paper, and so many things. And based upon that, by making statistical formula, they defined the compound citation index. What you can call it as some number which defines the quality of the researcher. I'm not talking of a scientist. I'm talking of the researcher. And based upon that, they prepared a list of 1 crore scientists. This list of 1 crore scientists from all disciplines, from all countries. And putting this list of 1 crore scientists on the website will not make any sense. Therefore, what they did, they selected top 2 scientists, that is 2 lakh scientists. And these 2 lakh scientists were recognized. Stanford University nor elsewhere call them as they are great scientists. They call that they are top cited scientists. So, in that list, fortunately, my name came. Of course, there are many. Of course, Dr. Dubal, Dr. Shinde, and so many are there. They are listed in that list. Then, in the next year, what they did, they published. This list was published in 2 ways. One was based upon their lifetime achievements, and other was their yearly performance, lifetime performance and yearly performance. So our name, my particular name, it has appeared in both lists for last 3 years. So what it means to me and for you and for Right Citizen Samstha, for Georgia University and for this area, it means that we are doing a good quality research. This is one thing. But it doesn't mean that we are great. I should not say that I am a great scientist. I should not say that I am listed in the 2% scientist list, means I am a great scientist. And by sitting at other overseas lab or any other seat, one should not talk what you can say about the research and the problems in the India and the problems in the Maharashtra and what can be done in the education system of the Maharashtra. So I should not do that. So what I should do, I should take my research to ahead. I should do my sincere research and I should continue my research in the sincere way. Why I am telling this elaborately? The reason is that our people, the people of India, and do you know how many Indian researchers? Because Dr. Dubal's name is not in the Indian researcher. His name is in the Australian research because his affiliation is the Australian. So I'm talking of the number of scientists who have appeared in that 2% list. The number you will surprise, it is merely 1,500. Even to be exact, 1,470 or so. So these many scientists, these many researchers from India, they have appeared in that list of 2 lakh scientists. So this number is very poor. So people, they say that we have got many citations, we have got many publications. This is the real picture of the research of India. Why this is so? This is so because we are not following excellence. For what do you mean by excellence? I will spare. I hope I have a few 5 minutes more time. There was one sculpture and he was artist. He was preparing a idol. Murti घडवत होता. So he was developing one idol, and very similar idol of 3.5 feet was lying side by, and he was similarly doing preparing that idol. म्हणजे मूर्ती 3.5 फुटाची तयार करतो. तर तिथून जाताना एक परदेशी ग्रस्त असतो, तर त्या कलाकाराला तो हटकून विचारतो, म्हणजे थोडक्यात दिवस तो चिडवतो. तो म्हणतो तुम्हाला 2 मूर्त्या तयार करायची ऑर्डर मिळाली का? तर तो म्हणतो नाही, मला एकच मूर्ती तयार करायची ऑर्डर मिळाली. मग म्हणतो ही दुसरी मूर्ती कशासाठी केली? स्टॉक साठी ठेवली आहे. तो म्हणतो तसं नाही, काय झालंय, इथं समोर एक चौक आहे, त्या चौकामध्ये 20 फूट उंचीचा खांब आहे. त्या 20 फूट उंचीच्या खांबावर ही 3.5 फुटाची मूर्ती उभी करायची आहे, आणि ती जी अगोदर मी मूर्ती तयार केली होती त्या मूर्तीच्या नाकावर छोटासा ओरखडा, आणि तो ओरखडा सुद्धा मला सलतोय, म्हणून मी तशाच पद्धतीची दुसरी मूर्ती पा. त्या कलाकाराच्या प्रामाणिकतेबद्दल, त्याच्या उत्कृष्टतेबद्दल मला सांगायचं. तर तो समाधानी नाहीये. तुम्ही सांगा 20 फुटाची तो खांब, त्याच्यावर 3.5 म्हणजे 25 फुटावर असलेलं छोटस नाक, त्याच्यावरचा ओरखडा जाताना दिसणार आहे का? आपण काय म्हटलं असतोय, चालते. पण त्या माणसाला ते चालत नव्हतं, तयार करणाऱ्या माणसाला चालत नव्हता. त्यासाठी पुन्हा त्याला आठवडाभर ती मूर्ती घडवायची होती, कष्ट करायचे होते. अशा पद्धतीचे प्रयत्न तुम्ही जर केले तर तुम्हाला आयुष्यामध्ये उत्कृष्टतेचा पाठलाग करता येईल. तुम्ही उत्कृष्टता फॉलो करा. इन रिसर्च ऑल्सो इज द सेम. We are not following excellence. What we are doing, we are just following what our teachers are saying. We are not following which is expected to follow. We are not following at all. We are just kind of copycats. We are not the think tanks. For example, I will tell you, if elephant is standing here and there are 4 people who are standing front, back, this side, that side. To those 4 persons, that elephant will be like, for me who is looking at that elephant from back side, will feel that for that elephant there is no head. There are only 2 legs. For other person who is standing, he will see the same elephant, but he will feel that, he will observe that, he will perceive that. I am very specific about this word. He will perceive that he has 1 head and only 2 legs. The person who are standing on the opposite side, they will feel that there are 2 legs, but the 2 legs seen by all the 4 people, they are different 4 legs. So perception is person dependent. Dharana hi vyakti सापेक्ष असते. Perception is a perception dependent. Same is the case in the research. The thing which I see at my result, you may see it in different perceptions. So we should be, our effort should be achieving excellence and achieving our state in a such a way that we are very near to the actual person. We are very near to the fact, and this is lacking in the research in India. That is the reason why, though we are achieving many numbers, though we are listing in the 2% scientific list, we are not creating Nobel laureates. This is the sad story of the research. Somebody will say, so why you have not got Nobel Prize? That is the different. I will answer that question in different lecture. But this is not the forum at which I should talk about that. So financial support policy of our country also is the big hurdle for a good quality research that is not being carried out in our country, in our region, or in our part. Low citation impact is the another thing. As I told, we are not getting citations. You see, when we were doing research, then also it was very difficult to publish the paper, and now also it is very difficult to publish the paper. The research, if it is carried out in Shivaji University with the existing infrastructure, and the same research, if it is carried out in one of the laboratories in the UK or maybe in USA, there is a lot of difference, because our perception is not real. We are not very near to what actually we need to see. So this is the thing. Well, to me, it is my personal opinion. It is not a general opinion. Why US is ahead? Why US researchers they are ahead? The simple reason is their education policy or their education is career opportunities based. Career opportunities based. Their teacher talk less, their student talk more. There is interactive type of class. Here, there is a one-way lecturing. For example, Richard Feynman, he was referred in by Patil, Mr. Patil, saying that there is a lot of room at the bottom. So I would like to give you another reference of the Richard Feynman. He was giving a lecture at one of the gatherings at Brazil before 120 or 130 years. There he was talking in front of the August gathering where their education minister, their prime minister, everybody was sitting there. Then he told, this is very important sentence. Then he told, I don't know how one could be educated in the self-propagating system. He was talking about then education system existed in the Brazil. I don't know how one could be educated in the self-propagating system where people pass examination and teach others to pass examination, but nobody knows it. So teachers are empty, students are empty. This should not be the case. This should not be the case. If this is the case, then how one expect a good quality research? So the people, the youngsters who are on the verge of entering in the research field, those who are already pursuing research, to them, I would like to convey the fact that they should be very serious about this fact. You see, India was one time Vishwa Guru. Our knowledge source was unique and people were coming here for studying, learning. And now we are not listed in the top 100 universities, institutes. If you see world ranking, Indian universities, Indian institute, even IITs are not listed in those 100. Why? This is the reason. Of course, this is my perception. It can't be considered as a generalized opinion. You know, in India, for the youngster, those who are chit-chatting on the last bench, there are 164 students. There are 164. This is an authentic number. There are 164 persons doing research amongst 10 lakh people. So only few people are pursuing research. What I suggest through this August gathering and this opportunity, we should attract many people to carry out research. And this is responsibility of our teacher fraternity to attract these young people to do research. And how? By following what I have explained. New education policy has already implemented in Georgia University, and we are encouraging our students and teachers to follow the given things which are given in the new education policy. Of course, it is very difficult to execute the policy, but even though we have to follow it because it is research based, it is interdisciplinary approach type. So if we honestly follow new education policy, our teachers, administration, university, if all they encourage the student, then really our youngster will find research as a tool for knowledge generation. So this is my message to all of you, that be a part of knowledge generation. Thank you very much. Jay.
A topic about the research as it would be considered as a tool of creation of knowledge. Thank you once again. Now I would like to request President of this function, Honorable Principal, Dr. R.S. More, sir, of Berlin College Beta for presidential remark.
Well, Berlin College Beta, LGM College Karad, आणि MBS KM कॉलेज कडेगाव या तिन्ही महाविद्यालयातील फिजिक्स विभागाच्या वतीने आयोजित केलेल्या या राष्ट्रीय चर्चासत्राच्या निमित्तानं कॉन्फरन्सच्या निमित्तानं विचारमंचावरती उपस्थित असलेले सर्व मान्यवर, विशेषतः आमच्या शिवाजी विद्यापीठाच्या फिजिक्स विभागाचे विभाग प्रमुख
आणि ज्यांनी खूप आत्मविश्वासानं आणि गौरवानं या ठिकाणी उल्लेख केला की मी रयतचं प्रॉडक्ट आहे ते असे आमचे सन्माननीय मित्र डॉक्टर राजपुरे सर या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं विचार मंचावरती उपस्थित असलेले क्वीन्सलँड युनिव्हर्सिटी इथून आपल्या इथं फिजिकली या ठिकाणी आपल्या मध्ये उपस्थित असलेले, कारण अनेक वेळेला काय होतं या कोरोनाच्या कालावधीत आपण ऑनलाईन भेटलो, परंतु या निमित्तानं दीपक दुबल सर जे रेठरे नावाचं गाव आहे इथं आपल्या इथं, म्हणजे ही सगळी लोक मी मुद्दाम उल्लेख करतोय गावांचा त्यांचा, आमचे लोणंद असेल, रेठरा असेल किंवा इस्लामपूर असेल, काली असेल, ही सगळी गावं आपल्या इथलीच आहेत, जवळपासची आहेत आणि तुमच्या माझ्यासारखीच ही सगळी लोक आहेत माझ्या माहितीप्रमाणे आणि त्यांनी आपल्या आपल्या फील्डमध्ये स्वतःचा असा ठसा उमटवण्याचा प्रयत्न केलेला आहे. ज्या ज्या ठिकाणी ते गेले त्या त्या ठिकाणी त्यांनी ठसा उमटवण्याचा प्रयत्न केला असे दीपक दुबल सर, राजपुरी सर, त्याचबरोबर या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं विशाल मंचावरती उपस्थित असलेले आमचे विजय शिंदे सर, त्याचबरोबर माझे जुने सहकारी मित्र डॉक्टर जे डी थोरात सर, प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर पिसाळ मॅडम, या कार्यक्रमाचं नियोजन करणारे आमचे फिजिक्स विभागाचे विभाग प्रमुख डॉक्टर श्याम बोबडे सर, त्याचबरोबर बजेंद्र पाटील सर, त्याचबरोबर आमच्या डॉक्टर राऊत मॅडम, प्रियांका शिंदे, संग्राम माने, त्याचबरोबर आपण वेगवेगळ्या महाविद्यालयातून आलेले अनेक प्राध्यापक असतील, आमचे सचिन पवार गावाले आलेले अनेक लोक आहेत, आमचे मोहिते सर आहेत, असे अनेक लोक आणि विद्यार्थी देखील मला मोठ्या संख्येनं नवे वाटतात, कारण बऱ्याच वेळेला विद्यार्थ्यांना आमच्या कॉलेजचे विद्यार्थी असले तर आम्हाला ओळखायला येते, जरा चोळबोळ करायला लागली का लक्षात येतंय की हे आपल्या कॉलेजचं प्रोडक्ट आहे. बाहेरचे फार मोठ्या प्रमाणात विद्यार्थी या ठिकाणी दिसत आहेत. आमचे शितोळे मॅडम आहेत, त्याचबरोबर शितोळे साहेब आहेत आणि शिक्षक आहेत, या सर्वांचं मी महाविद्यालयाच्या वतीने या ठिकाणी हार्दिक स्वागत करतो. आणि आजच्या या फिजिक्स विषयाच्या या कॉन्फरन्सच्या निमित्तानं राजपुरी सरांनी विशेषतः मला अभिमान वाटतो या सगळ्या मंडळींचा की ग्रामीण भागात जिथं शिक्षणाची सुविधा नव्हती, शिक्षणाची गैरसोय होती, एसटीनं प्रवास करावा लागायचा, आजच्यासारखं मुलांना जी सगळी फॅसिलिटी देतोय आई वडील म्हणून आम्ही, ती फॅसिलिटी त्यावेळेला नव्हती आणि चालत जाऊन त्या ठिकाणी 2-2, 3-3 किलोमीटर लांबच्या लांब कॉलेजेस असायचे, उन्हातानाचा प्रवास असायचा, वडाप असायचं, एसटीची धडसोय नसायची. ज्या गावामध्ये वर्तमानपत्र येत नव्हतं, पेपर येत नव्हता, न्यूज पेपर येत नव्हता, अशा गावातली काही मंडळी स्टेजवरती आहेत. मी मुद्दा म्हणून उल्लेख करतोय तुम्हाला. सकाळी एक गाडी येणारी आणि संध्याकाळी एक गाडी येणारी, सकाळी तालुक्याच्या ठिकाणी जाणारी गाडी आणि संध्याकाळी तीच गाडी परत गावाकडे येणारी, म्हणजे अशा या प्रतिकूल परिस्थितीतनं ही सगळी मंडळी विचार मंचावरती बसलेली, विचारपीठावरती समोर बसलेली ही सगळी मंडळी अशा परिस्थितीत घडलेले. मला वाटतं माझ्या अनेक मुली असतील, मुलं असतील, हे देखील याच परिस्थितीतून जात असतील. जे आमच्या काळी फार वेगळं होतं आणि आता फार वेगळं आहे असं म्हणण्यात मी काय तसा हे करणार नाही, परंतु सगळ्यांची परिस्थिती सारखी असली तरी नाही म्हटलं तरी 1990 नंतर जो चेंज झालेला आहे, बदल झालेला आहे, विशेषतः जागतिकीकरण आलं, खुली अर्थव्यवस्था आली, या कालावधीत आपण आम्ही थोडस त्यावेळेला राजपुरी सर थोडस वेगळ्या विचारानं भरलेलं होतं. ही जागतिकीकरण किंवा हे ग्लोबलायझेशन हे सगळं नको वाटायचं त्यावेळेला, की आमच्या शेतकऱ्यांचं इथल्या काय व्हायचं, कष्टकऱ्यांचं काय व्हायचं, कामगारांचं काय व्हायचं, म्हणजे कामगार आहेत त्या मंडळींचं काय व्हायचं. त्यामुळे हे जागतिकीकरण किंवा खुली अर्थव्यवस्था हे आल्यानंतर आमचे इथले रोजगार संपतील का, आमच्या पोटा पाण्याचा प्रश्न कसा मिटेल, असा अनेक वेळेला आम्हाला धास्ती वाटायची. आणि त्यामुळे आम्ही ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टीला थोडासा विरोध त्या कालावधीत केलेला होता आणि त्याच्या विरोधात आम्ही आंदोलन करायचो त्यावेळेला. त्याचबरोबर लोकांना एकत्रित करायचं, संघटित करायचं, लोकांना सांगायचं की बाई हौज आहे ही चुकीचं आहे, याच्यामुळे अनेकांना प्रॉब्लेम येतील. परंतु नंतर हळूहळू समजत राहिलं की नवीन जी अर्थव्यवस्था आपण स्वीकारली 1991च्या नंतर, ते अर्थव्यवस्था एवढ्या झपाट्यानं त्या ठिकाणी चेंजेस करत राहिले आणि आज तर आपण पाहतोय जे प्रचंड जे चेंजेस झालेले 2005 नंतर आपण पाहतोय साधारण विशेषतः दूरसंचार क्षेत्रामध्ये जे प्रचंड ट्रेमेंडस असं बदल झाले. पूर्वी चांगलं होतं राजपुरी सर, म्हणजे आम्हाला काम करत असताना आनंद वाटायचा. एखादं पत्र कुठून आलं तर महिनाभर ते पत्र आम्हाला मिळालंच नाही म्हणून पोस्टाच्या नावे आम्ही सगळं माती खापर फोडायचो. परंतु आता मेल पाठवतात आणि लगेच लोक सांगतात सर मेल पाहिला का, मग म्हणाला नाही पाहिला, बघा की म्हणते लगेच उत्तर द्या, तासाभरात माहिती मिळेल. विद्यापीठात असू द्या, शासनाचा असू द्या किंवा संस्थेचा असू द्या किंवा आणखी वेगवेगळ्या शासकीय कार्यालयातलं एवढं फास्ट असं जे झालेलं आहे. पण अनेक वेळेला आम्हाला मेंदूवरती ताबा ठेवत असताना फार चांगली सचिनराव कसरत करावी लागते की म्हणजे सांगायचा उद्देश हा होता की जमाना बदलतोय आणि त्याच्याबरोबर आपल्याला बदलावं लागेल. सरांनी उल्लेख केला जाणीवपूर्वक या ठिकाणी की ह्या नव्या शैक्षणिक धोरणाचा आपण गांभीर्याने विचार करणं गरजेचं आहे आणि अनेकांना त्या ठिकाणी काहीतरी वाढवून ठेवलेलं आहे. म्हणजे रिसर्चच्या दृष्टिकोनातून विशेषतः फार चांगली व्यवस्था त्या ठिकाणी करण्यात आलेली आहे. परंतु मला अनेक वेळेला प्रश्न त्याच वेळेचा विचारायचा वाटतो. 2001 ला ज्या वेळेला नवीन शैक्षणिक धोरण त्या ठिकाणी आलेलं होतं, या नवीन शैक्षणिक धोरणाच्या कालावधीत देखील आम्हाला भीती वाटत होती की ग्रामीण भागातल्या या 20 मुलांच्या आतल्या शाळा आहेत, कॉलेजेस आहेत, जिथे 400 विद्यार्थी संख्या आहे, 300 आहे किंवा आणखी काय, तर त्या ठिकाणची परिस्थिती काय राहणार आहे जे आणखी आम्हाला ते क्लिअर झालेलं नाही. म्हणजे मी या फील्डमध्ये जवळजवळ 31 वर्ष या ठिकाणी असताना देखील दुसरं असं चित्र दिसतंय की ग्रामीण भागातल्या मुलांचं नेमक्या शिक्षणाची स्थिती काय असणार आहे आणि ज्याचे आई वडील नाहीत किंवा आई वडील कष्ट करतायत, रोज 200 रुपये मिळवतात, 300 रुपये मिळवतात, त्या मुलांचं पुढचं शिक्षण काय असणार आहे, ग्रॅज्युएशन होतील तसं तर, परंतु पीजीचं काय असणार आहे, रिसर्चचं काय असणार आहे, हे प्रश्न जरी असले तरी देखील एक मला आत्मविश्वास वाटतो पुन्हा सगळ्यांकडे पाहिल्यानंतर की परिस्थिती किती प्रतिकूल असली तर तेवढ्याच नेटाने ती मुलं आमची ग्रामीण भागातली बाहेर होऊन त्या ठिकाणी उभा राहतात आणि स्वतःला सिद्ध करण्याचा प्रयत्न करत असतात. हे तुमच्याकडे पाहिल्यानंतर किंवा या पिढीकडे पाहिल्यानंतर लक्षात येते. मला अशी आशा आहे ही सगळी माझी मुलं आणि मुली देखील या दृष्टिकोनातून प्रयत्न करतील. मी अनेक वेळेला मुलांशी मुलींशी बोलत असताना सांगत असतो, ग्रॅज्युएशन झाला, 10वी झाला, 12वी झाला, ग्रॅज्युएशन झाला, फार शिक्षण झालंय असं कोणी समजण्याचं गरज नाही किंवा कारण नाही. खऱ्या अर्थाने शिक्षण सुरू होतं पीजी नंतर, पोस्ट ग्रॅज्युएशन नंतर, रिसर्चला सुरुवात होते. पहिलीचा वर्ग आम्ही म्हणूया, पीजीचा जो वर्ग आहे तो खऱ्या अर्थानं संशोधनाच्या क्षेत्रातला हा पहिलीचा वर्ग आहे. म्हणजे पास होत होत त्या ठिकाणी रिसर्च कडे आपण जातो. रिसर्च काय ते नंतर हळूहळू आमच्या मुलांना आणि मुलींना समजायला सुरुवात होते. म्हणून आम्ही काय केलं, महाविद्यालयामध्ये आविष्कारचे जे कार्यक्रम असतात ते आविष्कारचे कार्यक्रम कंपल्सरी आम्ही दीपकराव घेतो. या आविष्कारमध्ये त्या मुलानं मुलींनी कंपल्सरी त्या ठिकाणी भाग घ्यायचा. ते फुकट भाग घ्यायचं नाही, पोस्टर करायचं, पेपर करायचा, मॉडेल तयार करायचं, 50 रुपये त्या ठिकाणी फी भरायची आणि मग भाग घ्यायचं. ते टीवायच्या सगळ्या वर्गातल्या मुलांना कंपल्सरी केलेलं आहे. त्यांच्यात असणारे जे स्किल आहे ते स्किल आम्हाला त्या ठिकाणी थोडस शोधून घ्यायचं किंवा काढायचं आहे त्या ठिकाणी बाहेर. त्या ठिकाणातून माझी मुलं सगळी, मुली सगळ्या त्या ठिकाणी फार चांगल्या पद्धतीनं प्रतिसाद देतात किंवा फार चांगल्या पद्धतीनं त्या ठिकाणी हे करतात. आता उद्या आमच्याकडे राजपुरी सर, उद्या मला वाटतं बी ग्रुपचं बॉटनी, झोलॉजी आणि मायक्रोबायोलॉजी त्याची त्या ठिकाणी नॅशनल कॉन्फरन्स घेतलेले डॉक्टर SR यादव सर आपल्याला ज्ञात असतील. हे आपल्यासारखेच टॉप मोस्ट सायंटिस्ट, रिसर्चर म्हणून त्यांचा उल्लेख आपण सगळ्या महाराष्ट्रभर देशभर करतो. ते उद्या, आज मेरठ मध्ये आहेत, संध्याकाळी कदाचित ते पुण्यामध्ये येतील आणि उद्या आपल्याकडे येतील. असे अनेक लोक विद्यापीठातले वेगवेगळ्या ठिकाणी काम करणारे चांगल्या दर्जाचे ह्या सगळ्या लोकांना बोलून त्या मुलांसमोर उभा करण्याचा हेतू आहे, प्राध्यापकांसमोर उभा करण्याचा हेतू आहे. आणि हा हेतू एवढाच आहे की त्यांना देखील त्यातून काहीतरी प्रेरणा मिळावी. शिवाजी विद्यापीठाचे आमच्याकडं अर्थशास्त्र परिषद घेतलेले आहे, त्यासाठी डॉक्टर DT शिर्के साहेब त्या ठिकाणी इनॉग्रल फंक्शन साठी येणार आहेत. मॅथ्स आणि स्टॅटिस्टिक्सची देखील एक नॅशनल कॉन्फरन्स आम्ही या आठवड्यातच घेतोय. म्हणजे अशा विविध परिषदांच्या माध्यमातून माझ्या मुलांना आणि मुलींना, जी ग्रामीण भागातले त्या मुलांना आणि मुलींना रिसर्च काय सुरू आहे, वेगवेगळ्या विषयातला रिसर्च ट्रेंड्स काय सुरू आहेत हे सगळं समजावं या उद्देशानं हा सगळा खटाटोप करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतोय. या कार्यक्रमाच्या निमित्तानं आपण मला बराच वेळ ऐकून घेताय, सहन करताय. मी आपल्या सर्वांच्या प्रती आणि विशेषतः विचार मंचावरती असणाऱ्या सर्वांच्या प्रती, आपल्या सर्वांच्या प्रती आदराची आणि प्रेमाची भावना व्यक्त करतो. सांगतो जय हिंद, जय करतो.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving presidential remark. Now, I would like to request Dr. V.S. Raut ma'am to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Shinde ma'am. A very good afternoon to one and all. dignitaries on the dais, our most esteemed chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. K. Rajpuri sir, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur, President of today's function, Principal of our college, our support system, respected Dr. R.S. Mole sir, resource person on the dais, Professor Dr. T.J. Shinde sir, Professor Dr. D.P. Duval sir, virtually joined Dr. Ajay Chandra sir, chairpersons of the session, Professor Dr. J.V. Thorat sir, Dr. U.K. Munde sir, Dr. S.H. Pisar ma'am, coordinator of the conference, Honorable Professor C.R. Bogde sir, organizing secretary, Mr. B.P. Patil sir, co-coordinator, Ms. Priyanka Shinde ma'am, treasurer, Mr. Dongde sir, distinguished delegates from various colleges. Along with that, all virtually gathered participants, worthy teachers, research scholars, organizing committee members, Male sir, Rasika ma'am, Anuradha ma'am, and last but not least, beloved students gathered here for this one-day national conference on recent advances in fabrication technology of Nanomaterials 2022, which is organized in hybrid mode, online and offline by Department of Physics, Berlin College, Pika. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose vote of thanks of this inaugural function. First of all, I, on behalf of Berlin College, Pika, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to Chief Guest, Honorable Professor Dr. K. Rajpuri sir, Head Department of Physics, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Sir has spared a quality time from his busy schedule to grace this national conference. Rajpuri sir is one of my best teachers, to whom I never forget due to his way of teaching. Sir, definitely today's your words also have stimulated us. We definitely tried to prepare think tanks or to prepare our students as think tanks. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. On behalf of organizing committee of this national conference, I mention my deep sense of gratitude to President of today's function, Principal Dr. R.S. Mole sir, for presiding this inaugural function. Sir, you have been a constant support, constant source of inspiration and encouragement. You are always encouraging us. We are very fortunate.
फार चांगलं बोलत नाही प्राचार्यांबद्दल.
ज्या आहेत तेच बोलते सर मी.
जास्त बोललं तरी फार चांगलं होते. जास्त बोललं तर मग
We have been very fortunate to be assisted by you. Thank you very much. I'm thankful to all research persons, Professor Dr. D.P. Duval sir, Dr. T.J. Shinde sir, Dr. Ajay Chandra sir, as well as all the chairperson, J.V. Thorat sir, U.K. Munde sir, Dr. S.H. Pisar ma'am, for being with us to grace this event and finding this time for us. Thank you, all of you. I would like to thank coordinator of the conference, respected Professor Dr. C.R. Bogde sir, for their introductory and welcome speech. He nicely and briefly introduced chief guest, Honorable Professor Dr. Rajpuri sir. He has also introduced our Samstha, our college. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I thank organizing secretary of the conference, Mr. B.B. Patil sir, for discussing exceptionally important theme of this conference. I also thank him for his intensive efforts towards publication of the book with ISBN number. Thank you, sir. Clap केलं तर चालू शकते. I specifically thank anchors of the function, Ms. Priyanka Shinde ma'am, for her efforts towards anchoring of today. Further, a very big thank you to our technical arrangement team, Mr. Dinesh Dongde sir, who have been a backbone of this conference organized in hybrid mode. I would like to place on record my hearty thanks to all the participants which have came from various colleges, Sangli, and from various places for their presence. I also extend thanks to organizing committee members for their cooperation. Thanks to all the people who have directly and indirectly cooperated or helped to make this inaugural function successful. Thank you very much. Hope I will be great. or head.
Thank you. Let us take a tea break and come back after 5 minutes.
आपले सगळ्या स्टाफमध्ये असा फोटो घेतला सगळ्यांचा
Participants are requested after the 5-minute tea break, come please in auditorium. First session will be starting soon. Thank you.